Ball is trying to create. Shot clock down to 9. Here as Clark gets inside. The scoop shot falls. Indiana scoring, has done it from the three-point line, has gotten to the rim, and she'll head to the foul line here momentarily. Indiana's going to have to try to win this a second time here after that brilliant first half. Oh, Clark, beautiful feed, and there's Boston.
So this play right here, she comes off the elbow. Coffee switches on, and then that escape.
Channel defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three.
Oop, that is.
She missed her first 7 and knocks that one down, and it's a big one.
When you talk about generational talents in basketball, Caitlin Clark's name demands a spot at the top. She isn't just good, she is redefining the game.
It is Caitlin Clark able to clear for Indiana.
Caitlin coming off that 20-point performance right here, handling the physicality of Benijah Laney, with which Caitlin Clark handles right here. She crosses sides of the floor, she gets her hips and shoulders past Laney, and she leads.
Here's Clark. Trying to wheel into some space, gives it up. Jack Benley lays it in. 4th assist for Clark.
Always with her head up here, navigating, sees that 2 defenders are bouncing around beautiful because it looked like she was going to take the shot. NCAA ranks, we've got some score power on the court.
Watch that inside hand, that left hand. Caitlin Clark gets away with a little shove inside, creates that space.
Clark.
Uh-oh.
Buckle Clark's knees.
Uh-oh. Well, Caitlin Clark, one thing she got is handles. Finds her way to the rim.
Just close more quickly.
Clark zips it in. In fact, Benley finishes. What a dart from Caitlin Clark.
Slips the screen, like beautifully delivered. We talk about.
From her jaw-dropping range to her court vision that feels almost telepathic, Caitlin brings a style of play that is both electric and elite. Let's start with what everyone sees first, her shooting.
Back Benley. Here's Clark, a good look from 3. She got it! The first 3 in the career of Caitlin Clark.
But Caitlin Clark does not need much space here.
Has done throughout her career at multiple levels.
Tina Charles just had 2 points against Indiana in their last possession, but Caitlin Clark for a second.
Yeah, take a look here in the corner, a little Lexi Hole with the toss back to Caitlin Clark.
The magnifying glass and the pressure as Bonner can't hit. Fag Benley the rebound. Here comes Clark. Bouncing to Fag Benley who lays it in.
Favorite fans to be excited about not only tonight but this season. Watch this connection one more time.
And that's the way to push the ball in transition.
Oh, that's not gonna waste much time. Caitlin Clark has her second 3-pointer. Clark has started out 2 for 3 from 3.
At creating a little space for herself. That's how
Clark doesn't just shoot the 3 she owns, it's shots from deep that most players wouldn't dare to take, are just part of her normal game.
As Laney Hamilton has been to Caitlin Clark all night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark connects on a deep 3. Going back and forth.
The young one here, Caitlin Clark, just dancing with the basketball, going to her left, stepping into it.
She's really good interior passing, but Indiana's got to stop letting the ball get into the paint. They've got to keep it out.
Clark, step back, hits a 3.
Caitlin Clark doing a great job creating separation off the bounce. The hard drive, and then she puts it in reverse.
they're not going to do that. And with Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark, 3-ball on the way, and good. Boy, that cost Seattle 3 points, and they should have never had the ball there.
The Indiana Fever having to take the ball out of the net a lot more here in this third than we saw in the first half, and that's affected their pace. Clark outside, and that's good. Is able to keep the dribble alive, uses a little push off to create space on aerial powers, no call there.
Whether she's pulling up in transition or creating space off the dribble, her range extends well beyond the arc, and it's not just about distance, it's about timing. She has a killer instinct for momentum-shifting shots when the team needs a bucket. Caitlin doesn't hesitate, she delivers, but what makes her truly dangerous is that she's not just a scorer, she's a playmaker in the purest sense.
And at the three, Boston the rebound, getting her first minutes. Clark, the flick ahead. Oh, what a dime from Clark. And Jones lays it in. A gorgeous pass from Caitlin Clark.
This is one of the things that makes Caitlin Clark elite at the very top.
And how about the fact Seattle had 11 wins all of last season? They're already at 10. Look at the tie last year's winning record.
Clark from way downtown and knocks it down. Caitlin Clark.
And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three, will tip inside and lay it in. There are the first points.
Get at the rim here. Hesitation. You have to come out on her. It goes by her first two.
This is the small lineup I'm talking about with Katie Lou Samuelson at the 4.
Clark bounce pass it, Smith again.
By Caitlin Clark to recognize two bigs, and Nalissa Smith sees that she has a wide open lane to the bucket.
Her passing is next-level laser sharp and incredibly intuitive. She sees angles before they open, often threading the needle between defenders with no room to spare, fast breaks, pick and rolls, cross-court skips. She does it all with flair and precision. It's the kind of passing that elevates her teammates and makes the whole offense hum. One of her greatest strengths is her basketball IQ. Caitlin reads defenses like a veteran, constantly scanning and adjusting.
Clark over Horston, hits a three. Knows no bounds.
Horston's got to come with hands up. You can't let Clark.
She knows when to push the pace and when to slow it down. Her control of tempo, especially under pressure, is something that sets her apart from other young stars. She can dictate the rhythm of the game, and that's a rare quality, and let's not overlook. Her handles Clark's dribbling is tight and confident, allowing her to navigate traffic and break down defenders one-on-one. It's what lets her create separation and open up space for her deadly jumper, or a slick pass you'll see her use hesitation, moves quick crossovers, and even the occasional step back to freeze defenders and leave them guessing. Then there's her confidence. Caitlin plays with a fire and swagger that energizes her team and fans alike. She talks, she celebrates, and she competes with a chip on her shoulder, but it's all backed up by results. That competitive edge fuels her performances, especially in clutch. Moments when the spotlight is brightest. If you were amazed by Caitlin Clark's jaw-dropping pass, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping highlights and basketball moments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.